Photoshop is a tool used by almost all advertisers. It has allowed the creation of digital art. However, some worry that it poses risks to the health of society. As Photoshop can alter digital images, it has become widespread practice to enhance and alter the bodies and faces of models in advertisements. Some people feel that this is a danger because of the influence of the media. However, others present the view that unattainable perfection is part of the appeal of fashion. It provides a dream. No one can deny that the use of Photoshop to perfect the appearance of models has a harmful effect on self-esteem. According to the National Eating Disorders Association, numerous correlational and experimental studies have linked exposure to the thin ideal in mass media to body dissatisfaction, internalization of the thin ideal, and disordered eating among women. Some countries have labeled Photoshop as a risk factor for eating disorders, claiming that it encourages unhealthy ideals and can therefore push young people towards developing eating disorders. While many young girls admit that they compare themselves to the images in magazines, it is important to understand that eating disorders are extremely complex illnesses that cannot be attributed entirely to environment. Anti-Photoshop activists fight for legislation to limit the use of software that can allow advertisers to alter the face or body of models. However, this is a very complicated proposal. How can governments create laws that limit something as subjective as the potential danger of a photo on the body image of young people? Some point to Israel and France as countries that have managed to accomplish the passing of laws that outlaw extreme Photoshop and models that are severely underweight. These people forget that the First Amendment to the United States Constitution guarantees free speech. Under this, advertisers and fashion companies have the right to put out whatever messages they choose. American anti-regulation sensitivities would keep such legislation from making any impact whatsoever. While some see legislation as the only solution to this issue, I feel that it is more reasonable to be patient and to allow companies to make the decision to lighten the use of Photoshop on their own. Some companies have already done so, such as Dove and Aerie. If the effects of Photoshop is such a prevalent issue in America's mental health, social pressure will eventually force the advertising and fashion industries to change their tactics without formal legislature.